Hello there, beautiful internet and you superb creatures of the beyond. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and you're awesome as always. So, I always liked this concept that the universe does not care nor wait for us to understand it. And it is indifferent to our existence. But yet it offers us so many wonderful things to explore and enjoy in this life. And thus I consider that we should not regret the decisions we've made for our lifetimes. Of course, I'm not talking about the evil intended ones, clearly, but we should regret the decisions that were made for us by others or other entities without our consent. And by that, mm, I can pinpoint, for example, companies that always make decisions for us every day in the sense of what they put in our food, the products we buy, how they make it, and so on. And clearly, their aim in general is to make as much money as possible with as little effort as possible. And we see this like every time there is, for example, a good car coming out, a beautiful model is fantastic, is superb, especially in their beginnings of the company. It's the highest quality they can offer. And after some times, as they get comfortable with their buyers, they say, it's time to reduce some of those materials that we use cheaper material as well. And they keep the same price, but they lower the quality. But to be honest, that's not the main issue. The main issue is that all of the things they do, they also tend to isolate us in the way we think about life in general. Um, and they want us isolated in our thoughts and in our lifestyle because if we band together in general, we see through their schemes because we talk. And obviously, you're not being isolated by force, but they use this, as I said, through the lifestyle they offer. And actually, it's a very psychological thing as well. Their efforts usually go through ads that are published through the media, and they always revolve around you, like your future, your wealth, your desires, your importance in everything. And they make everything personal and they build this idea that you should keep everything for yourself and you should never let anyone from outside your comfort zone to prosper on and succeed based on your accumulations. And of course, I'm not trying to suggest any far-fetched, fantastical conspiracy theory here, but and there are other considerable factors that play a role in this personalized isolation from society. So let's take China, for example. There, the population has been worked into submission to the point where they just desire to keep working and keep their social distancing as much as possible because they see their life as that is the pinnacle of their existence. Of course, it's a cultural thing, and this can happen more extreme in some countries than others. And of course, there's also politics and other economical factors that play a key role here as well. But we have seen this isolation trend slowly culminating in other countries over the world. And it's a trend that has been nurtured for decades by the said companies, of course. And that is because, an obedient buyer that doesn't ask many questions is the best client. So, of course, they try to put all of this effort into the psychological isolation. And you just need to pay attention to the world around you if you want to see this. Because you can see, like, even societies have divided a lot. People tend to spend as much time as possible online on their devices, live in their own small bubbles, think that the world outside of them is perfect, their lives are perfect the way they are, or if they're not, they're uh, valiantly ignore the problems to the best of their capabilities, but they also give less and less of a damn about what's happening to others. And that is the downfall of our civilization in a way. Because, the devil is in the details. It starts with small things, but then it can easily culminate into these crazy conflicts out of nothing, really. And now, let's be honest, our society has always been conflictual over the existence of our history, and further than that, clearly. But now it's just at the blink of an eye that these things can happen. And it's sad because we argue online over immaterial things or over ideas that really don't bring anything constructive to us. And it's more about validating our existence or our point of view there, or even in real arguments. And it just transforms us into these unappealing creatures over time if we let it become serious, of course. Now, obviously, I'm not here to just bring bad news. There are also solutions to this. And the first thing you need to do, clearly, is be very observant about you and the world around you. But you have to also think, how much time do you spend alone versus how much time you spend with your friends or loved ones and so on. And what do you do when you're with them? Are you isolated in your corner, or do you join the activities of doing things together, learning new traits and so on? Because, I don't know, self-education, but also social education, I mean group education in this case, um, can bring us more together. And clearly, I'm not saying just isolate yourself to an entourage. Try to meet as many people out there as possible from as many cultures as possible. Try to connect and understand people beyond your comfort zone, beyond your cultural knowledge, and see their points of view. And always debate in a civil manner, of course. Don't die on a hill trying to say, I'm right, you're wrong. Always find compromises to see what you can learn from their side, what you can teach from your side, but never take extreme sides, in my opinion, because that is what divides us in the first place. And in a way, if we stay better informed, we also make better informed decisions for our life and for those, well, together with those around us. We're not making decisions for them, as I said. We don't want to make any involuntary or against their will decisions. And this can affect us both directly and indirectly, which kind of goes full circle to the universe that every action has a reaction, but the universe doesn't care. But we should, because we live in this universe. It's our home. Regardless if we like it or not, it's a chaotic world, even though we kind of try to say there is a balance or a harmony. In reality, it's just pure chaos, but we just like to put it in perspective and try to make the best out of everything if we want, of course. Then again, if we want to be on the opposite side, we can go fully anarchic and say, destroy everything, there should be no rules, and F the world, Then, yeah, the whole world goes into disarray, and that will be that. Who knows? Of course, we are a very resilient species, so that will never happen. There will always be groups of people who will want the best of the best to happen to the world, even if there is a large majority in the world, even if there was a large majority, because I don't think there is a large majority that wants the world to fail or to fall. Sure, they might not like their society or political system or economical system, but everything can change. But the change starts, as I always say, with us. And it starts from us, it spreads to everyone over time. And just with everything, clearly do it in moderation, find the balance, uh, don't push yourself into the extremes, and treat everything as a piece of art, because that way you might just discover how super amazing you are. And it might also include everyone around you, and hopefully everyone around the globe, large majority that you can learn something from and you can start caring for. Okay, guys, stay amazing. Catch you all later. Bye. Have fun. Bye 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 bye.